Yeah, I didn't feel like that we had any panic. Aaron stepped up to the line and made two big free throws when we were down one to give us a 1 point lead. The only thing that was discouraging is you got to have a clock in your head, and to get a 10-second backcourt violation is something you can't do down the stretch. We've talked all season about finishing games and with our brain and our heart both, and I think we did that. But guys, you think about the ACC. I mean, we lose the first game at State, and we had two shots to tie the game at the end, and we lose at Georgia Tech, and they had to go to the video. They called it our ball, and they go to the video. We were down 3 with less than 30 seconds to play. And then after review, they gave the ball to them. So all 5 of our games have gone down to the last 30 seconds or something. But I thought we got some good performances from a lot of guys. I'll say it again, Dayron didn't have his best game by any means, but he had 2 big baskets in a row for us, made the 2 free throws. Garrison was big for us in the first half. You look at Leaky, 7 assists and 1 turnover and made 2 big free throws. I thought RJ made a couple of big baskets for us and got at least 1 and possibly 2 steals that I think was big for us. But and then we went to the free throw line and made our free throws down the stretch too. But in the first half, Buddy Boeheim just killed us. He and Guerrero tried to do it in the second half as well, and it helped us immensely for him to get in foul trouble and to foul out.
Josh Graham.
Coach, a couple questions about the point guard situation. Number one, Anthony Harris, he dressed out. How close is he to potentially getting back on the floor for you? And you mentioned Leaky being effective when it comes to dishing it out. How comfortable are you with him bringing the ball up for this group?
I'm comfortable with Leaky. Anthony is this week is the first time that he's done anything full court. He's getting closer. Anthony would, when he comes in, he would not come in as a point guard. He can do some of those things, but he's more valuable off the ball than he is setting it up. So Caleb has had some good practices, didn't play as well tonight. RJ struggled the last couple of games, and he did some good things for us down the stretch. So it's, guys, I've said a million times, I don't choose who starts or who plays the most minutes. They choose by how they play. The guy that plays the best is going to get the most time. And I've always felt like that you've got to have depth to play the way we want to play in this league, as difficult as it is. And we're going to play a lot of guys and give a lot of guys some chances.
Alyssa Ray.
Coach, we saw more production from your young guards and RJ and Caleb, specifically RJ. What improvements have you seen out of these guys as of late?
It's been tough, guys, and I keep talking about it, but when you're freshman guards in the ACC and you have no exhibition game, no scrimmages, and then all of a sudden you have 2 or 3 game or 1 game, I guess, before you start playing in the Maui Invitational and then get out of that and then you're in ACC play, there's no games that you can get some confidence. It's hard to get confidence playing in the ACC. And I think we're going to keep playing those 2 guys. We played them together a little while tonight, and we're going to keep doing that. Andrew did some good things for us. Kerwin made a couple of baskets, missed a couple that he normally makes. But there's a lot of freshmen that are getting a lot of playing time for us, and it's going to stay that way.
Mike Curtis.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned Buddy Boeheim killed you in the first half. What can you say about him as a shooter, and what did you do? What did you tell your team at halftime to take him out of the game in the second half?
Well, I think it helped. Leaky was a little better in the second half. Leaky blocked his first shot. But, guys, Buddy's a great shooter. I mean, he hurt us last year. He killed us up at their place, and we just got it going a lot in the second half and made a bunch of shots ourselves. He's one of the best shooters in college basketball. He made one right in front of our bench with Leaky and Garrison both all over him, which is tough a shot as anybody makes against us at any point. So the fact that Buddy missed a couple in the second half was helpful to us. But Leaky, I think, is one of the best defenders in the league. And I think that if we could keep him on the other team's best shooter all the time, it would help us. But early in the second half, we got the first 3 or 4 baskets, and then all of a sudden we gave up 3 threes in a row because we didn't get proper assignments on our pickup. So it's a work in progress every single day.
Adam Smith.
Hey, Roy, did you think Garrison's, I guess, activity level or energy level was just better tonight, just getting his hands on some balls there for steals and deflections. And is that anything you just tried to talk to him about to try to get him going more?
Well, guys, again, it's a lot made of taking guys in and out of the starting lineup, and got Leaky and Caleb after poor defensive grades at North Carolina State, and took out Garrison. And, Garrison's grade was nowhere near the other two, but I expect more out of him. He handled it great. I was really disappointed that people said he had bad body language down at Miami. He did not have bad body language. That's who he is. He's a very stoic kid. He came to me and said, if you're not going to start Caleb, then hold me out too, so it's not Caleb, the only one that you're keeping out of the starting lineup. That was his suggestion to me. He has the greatest attitude you can possibly have, and it's hard for those guys doing the TV stuff. They're in their homes 500 miles away watching it on TV and trying to make comments. Garrison does not have bad body language. Garrison does not have a bad attitude. He's damn near perfect.
Greg Hall, and we're almost done. We'll get the players in here shortly.
Roy, it seemed at times tonight that the passing kind of went stagnant, but then kind of figured it out down the stretch. Was it more that at those times when it was stagnant, was it the zone, or was it just your guys not really looking hard enough to get the ball inside?
A little bit of both. We had 7 turnovers in the first half. We only had 4 in the second half. And one of them was Kerwin's pass out top of the zone, which you should never make that kind of pass against Syracuse. And the other one was the 10-second violation. So I think Kerwin's pass was probably about 6 minutes left. So in the last 6 minutes or so, we only had 1 turnover. But guys, if you look at the stats, Syracuse, did you say third in the ACC in steals or something like that? Every year they're up in the top of the league with steals. Their defense is hard to play against, and good players turn it over against them, and inexperienced players turn it over against them a little more.